Come on, springtime. I am ready to get this Low Rider ST out on the road. Hey everyone, this is Ty and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys joining me today. So first off, do you own a Low Rider ST? And if you do own a Low Rider ST, are you planning on taking it out and doing some touring, some long trips and that type of thing? I know that I most certainly am. So today we're going to go over what does it take to get your motorcycle tour ready. Now for those of us that own a Softail, sometimes the line of thought is a little different on a Softail. On a Softail, you know, you're going to have more people that's doing commuting or around the town riding back and forth to work, that type of thing. The focal point of a Softail motorcycle isn't really touring, but the question is, can you tour on a Softail? Can you tour on the Low Rider ST? And so since I bought this motorcycle, one of the things I knew that I would want to do is tour on this bike. And there's a couple of modifications that I have had done to the bike, just like the CVO, to get this girl dialed in exactly where I need it. And so that's what I want to talk with you guys about today. One of the first things I think that should be on the list for us to talk about is power of the Low Rider ST. Does the Low Rider ST have enough power to tour, especially with some of the big boys, the baggers, the street glides, road kings, those type of things? And I have to tell you, absolutely. Two of my closest riding buddies own road glides. I think Eric's got a 103 or 107. Chad's got the 114, I'm pretty sure. And this motorcycle has zero problems keeping up with those bikes. Now, I don't ride fast. I don't ride aggressive. They ride a lot faster than I do. But when we're out on the freeway, we're out on straightaways or anything like that, no problems at all as far as mechanically and horsepower keeping up with motorcycles. You're not going to have any problems there. All right, let's move on to storage. Are you able to store enough gear on the Low Rider ST? So if I remember right, oh gosh, I'm trying to go by memory, but I can't remember. I'll put them up here on the screen, but so much cubic foot on each bag. I think it's like 1.9 when the baggers are maybe 2.3 or something like that. Anyway, I have to look it up. Don't take my word for it. So these clamshell bags are noticeably smaller than the other saddle bags on Street Glide and the Road Glide. So are you going to be able to store enough gear? Well, I've got a couple of videos that go into detail on that, and the answer to that question, I think, is yes. I think you will be. Now, you'll probably need a sissy bar or something like that to put a bag on, or something you can lean back on and store some gear in, but you are going to be able to take enough gear on the Low Rider ST. Now let's also talk about comfort of the motorcycle. Is the motorcycle comfortable? I've heard some people complain about the stock seat on the Low Rider ST. I've never had any problems whatsoever with the stock seat. I actually like the stock seat. I think it's comfortable. I think it looks good, but I wanted a little extra padding, a little extra comfort. Nothing wrong with that. So I went out and bought the Sundowner seat from Harley Davidson for this motorcycle, and so far I think it works great. It's super comfortable. I think it looks good on the bike. I'm able to put a sissy bar back there and store some luggage and that type of thing, so shouldn't be any problem whatsoever with this motorcycle. So for those of you guys who currently own a Low Rider ST, how you doing with gas mileage? I need to keep better track of mine so I can see exactly how much miles per gallon I'm getting. But if you're going to tour, what are you going to do about gas mileage? Well, the Low Rider ST, I think I'm right on this, a 5.1 gallon tank? I think so. And usually when I am out riding with my buddies, let's say we're going out for an all-day ride or something like that, I usually don't have any problems as far as keeping up with them with their tanks. Their tanks, the Road Glide and Street Glide, just have a 6-gallon tank or something like that, so a little bigger than this one. But usually when every time we stop and take a break or something like that, I'll fill up the gas tank. So not a big deal there. Now I will say this, I also put, what about the windshield and airflow? I put a Clockworks windshield on mine. I know a bunch of you guys out there have done that on your Low Rider ST as well. Personally, quite honestly, I can't really tell the difference between this windshield and the stock one, but this one does look really, really cool. I'll tell you what, guys, let's pull off over here at this school, and I want to give you guys the walk around on this motorcycle and talk about some of the upgrades that I've done to the bike. Hey, check this out. Look at all these painted parking places these kids have done. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, right? This looks like a great spot right here. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go to this one. I like this one better. Ooh, very cool. All right, so we're talking about upgrades on the Low Rider ST. Okay, what are some of the things I've done for touring? The handlebars, Thrash and Supply handlebars. Well, I didn't do the handlebars, I'm sorry. I did the risers with pullback, so put those on there. These are actually the stock handlebars. I like these just fine. So I mentioned that to you guys. Clockworks windshield. Clockworks windshield, just a great product. I mean, Clockworks, everything they do is really fantastic. And when we're talking about touring modifications, the Sundowner seat from Harley Davidson, got that, and man, I really like it. It is super comfortable. And yeah, I've had this question a time or two, so I'll just go ahead and address that. That scoop right there, oh man, that is really going to provide some back support and help you out. And then I put this sissy bar on here and just left the pad off of it. And the reason I did, quite honestly, I just like the look better, and I'm not ever going to ride with a passenger on this motorcycle, more than likely. Don't even have passenger pegs, and that way the luggage can just sit right there, and I can tie it down to this, lean up against it, and have some good comfort as I'm cruising along. Oh boy, so that's it. Tell me in the comments below, guys, if you have the Low Rider ST, what are some of the modifications that you have done to the bike? I'd love to be able to hear about it. So I tell you what, I'm gonna get it back on the road here and record a couple more videos, do a little bit more riding while it is a beautiful Saturday like today. So I tell you what, I do appreciate y'all's time so very much. If you enjoy looking at the modifications on this Low Rider ST, I'm going to put another video up here so you guys can check that out. I'll tell you what, I appreciate your time so very much. I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.